Everyone, happy Monday. It's your friend Ryan Rolfe with the dsmSOLD team at Keller Williams Legacy Group with this week's Monday market update. Let's talk about numbers. So it's been a couple weeks. We had the state fair and I was out of the office, so thank you for your patience and hopefully you didn't miss these videos too much. But one of the things I wanted to talk about is, guess what? The 2 weeks that the state fair happened and right before school, we saw a drop in over the weekend active, pending, and sold homes. So what does that mean? That's pretty typical. Right around the state fair and the start of the school year, things tend to slow down a little bit. It's may not be like that in all markets, but in our market, that's how that works because everybody is so focused on the state fair, getting back to school, and so things take a slower turn. So that's why we had a little bit lower inventory gain compared to previous weeks. So this week, without further ado, let's talk about what happened this past weekend. We saw 165 new homes hit the market. So 165 new listings hit the market over the weekend. 138 homes went into pending or under contract status, and 140 homes sold and closed. Our total active inventory as of late yesterday was 2,616 homes. Compared to the week prior, that was 2,599 at that same time. And then the week prior to that was 2,594. So there wasn't a lot of change. We actually lost homes, I guess you could say, on the market. We didn't have quite as many as we do now during the 2 weeks where the state fair took place. And now it's starting that trend again of 20 to 30, if not more, additional week over week. I believe before the end of the year or early into the next year, if not before the end of the year, we'll hit 3,000 homes on the market overall. That's at all price points, all conditions, resale, new construction, so everything that's out there on the market in our multiple listing service area, which is the greater Des Moines metro. One of the things to be aware of is that we saw this crazy 2 years of price growth, up and up and up and up and up. So now, as I mentioned before, we're seeing more inventory come on the market. That's not necessarily stopping that growth train of the prices going up, but what it is doing is it's slowing it down. So price growth is slower. We're seeing more price reductions. One of the things that I'll be watching is we're in the time that we may likely see some sort of market shift. That doesn't mean it's going to be anything like 2008. Where prices went way down, and each time that happens in the world, each time we get into a recessionary period, there's different causes. So it's unlikely that we'll see anything like 2008, but we will likely see interest rates continue to rise, pushing pressure down on prices, because ultimately, when interest rates go up, prices need to come down so that buyers can still afford that same house. So we'll see some of that. It may not be dollar for dollar, interest rates go up and changes your payment by this much, so the price comes down this much, so that evens out. But we will likely see some of that, and we definitely already are seeing some of that. The important thing about watching price reductions is that's one of the indicators that we're moving into a shift. So watching the price reductions week over week and month over month to see what that's doing. Likely we're headed towards the peak in the market where we'll enter a period of slowdown, and before we get back into another period where things take off again. That's pretty typical, and we'll likely see that, I would say, sometime in 2023. But the market will ultimately tell us. So by watching the market, we can be ahead of the market and make sure that our folks that are, if you're looking to sell a home right now and you're watching this thinking, well, maybe I should just wait. Well, guess what? If I asked you, if I was standing here in front of you and drawing a line on the paper and I said, hey, where's the top of the market? It's going to go a little bit past where you say to stop. Same thing with where's the bottom of the market. It might go a little bit past, or maybe it's already changed, right? So you never know. We don't have a crystal ball. The market that you sell in is the market that you buy in. The most important thing right now, if you're pricing a home, is pricing based on what the competition is doing, pricing ahead of the market. So if we look at the other active homes on the market, how does yours stand out, and how can we help get yours sold quicker and for more money? than the other homes in the market around you. So instead of just slapping a price on it, like you maybe could have done earlier this year or last year, we're really focusing on how can we get you the most money by pricing it at the best price possible that's ultimately going to make everybody that's looking at homes similar to you or say, hey, I want to go to this one because it's the best value. Guess what? If we get a lot of people to say, hey, this one's the best value, it's kind of like that auction effect that we saw in the earlier times of when the market, when inventory was really low, interest rates were low, and the market was booming. We get those multiple offers, maybe not as many as we previously could have had, but we get multiple offers, which drives up the price. So that's a potential, or an amazing full price offer, because, the longer things sit, people's mindset will reset around this, but the longer things sit, even for a short period of time, buyers and some agents alike say, what's wrong with this house? Doesn't mean there's anything wrong with it. Usually it's just price or condition, or sometimes both. For folks that are buying, again, there's going to continue to be more inventory, and then it's about looking at what are the best options for you as far as mortgage loan, and in addition to closing costs, so getting your loan costs covered, what would it cost us to buy down the interest rate? Is that possible? That's something that we can ask the sellers to do. So there's a lot of things that we can be doing, whether you're buying or selling, to make sure that you're making the most out of the market that we're in. So if you've got questions about the real estate market, or what's happening, or just curious about what my home could sell for, maybe I'm ready to get started buying, but I don't know where to start, feel free to reach out. We're always here to help. I would love to have the opportunity to connect with you, and of course my amazing team and my amazing teammate Dylan and my teammate Samantha. We'd love to connect with you and help out however we can, whether you're looking to buy or sell. So thanks everyone for watching. Feel free to comment on this wherever you're seeing it. We would love it if you share it. And of course, you can always message us through whatever platform you're viewing this on. My direct contact information is on our Facebook page, so feel free to reach out to me that way. Otherwise, take care, everyone. Have an amazing end of August, if you can believe it, and start to September. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye.